All right, what's going on, everybody? So nice to be back. Had my little 2 weeks out of town here, just getting back. Technically I just got back Monday night, but you know what it is, gotta unpack, do all that good stuff. So I'm back here kicking it with you now. So let's jump over real quick. Looking, I brought the green candles with me. You're welcome. You know, stuffed them in the trunk, brought them all the way back down south. Here we are. Threw them up on the chart for you. You can thank me later, I suppose. But over here, looking real quick, you know, we had a nice little pump action today. Look at that, came up 6%, and I got everything hidden. But you know what's more interesting, and oh, that's what happened to that when I copy pasted it. What's more interesting was, look at this. These are the exact same, and I haven't even been home, haven't even touched the chart, left the computer at home altogether, haven't touched this. All these support resistance lines are in the exact same spot they were in last, I don't even know what, last, I don't know, 10 videos or something like that. Haven't touched them one bit. Look at this. Boom. Got rejected. Boom. Getting rejected. Caught a little bit up here. Whole lot of support down here. A little support down here at those spider lines we were talking about. Spider line right there. It's playing out like crazy. So we're about to get back into it, and I'm probably have to do the trading during the day. But if we get something, you know, we get something going in the evening a little bit, I'm gonna try to maybe record some trades, try to do that a little bit. I know it has been chaotic even before I went out of town, trying to get so much stuff done and everything. And yeah, even the whole 2 weeks I had, like, it snowed one day, so I kind of chilled, and then you know, me and a friend, we went out and destroyed some pumpkins, if you know what I mean, and she had a blast, I had a blast. It was good times, good times. It's amazing what them green tips will do to a pumpkin, just saying. But over here, you know, I'm sure everybody saw what was going on today. If you didn't, this is what's up. So down here on the market cipher, you can see, we just, like, I remember peaking right here when it started going up this first little leg, and I'm like, oh, look at that, all right, it was coming up in the green. Like, I wish I paid attention a little bit earlier, you know. And I'm like, okay, this thing, it wasn't all the way up. I'm like, I'll bet you it goes up further. I'll bet you. I remember saying to do to work, I'm like, watch, I bet it goes up further, even though this momentum wave came up and really never even, you know, surpassed that height on the momentum wave. But it really didn't even matter. It was just kind of slowly diverging downward a little bit, but the money flow was pushing up. Just kept pushing up, kept pushing up, kept pushing up. So now what we're looking at right now, you know, what you really care about, that's all in the past at this point, is we got this big old wicked split on the RSIs. And it's already starting to play out right now. So, you know, as we were coming down, as the price was coming down, it was getting weaker. Now we did have this like little divergence type thing going on here, where price kind of started coming back up a little bit, where the stochastic was going up and this RSI was still going down. But even still, like, everything still felt like okay, just kind of like a little pullback, like this pullback was losing strength. And now it looks like just right now starting to get some green candle action going again. This bottom RSI is peaking back up. Caught a little bounce with the VWAP, staying up on the positive side. Money flow still staying up, although, you know, we do have a little bit of a lower high over here. But again, you know, a little bit of a pullback. So this is the 12 minute. If we want to know what's really going on, we got to jump up a little bit. Come up here to the hourly. What do we got here? VWAP getting ready to cross back up. Money flow still going up. RSI turning its butt back around. So, you know, this could continue, you know, something a little bit nice. It could. It'll probably be a little bit slow overnight, you know, because it usually is. But over here on the 4 hour, yeah, coming back down a little bit on the VWAP there, but yeah, that doesn't quite mean anything too bad just yet. You know, again, we could take a little bounce up here like we did on the lower time frame. You know, we made it above this spider line. We got some distance to go before we get up to this guy right here. I mean, even from where we're at right now, you know, there's still like another 4.5–5% before we get up to the other spider line. And obviously we got some support resistance you know, to punch through along the way, but it could do it. It's the little engine that could. I mean, even over here, look at this on the 4 hour. You know, it's been a long time coming up, and we really didn't get much of anything along the way. So we're overdue for something. I mean, come back here and look at things. You know, spike up, spike up, spike up, spike up, spike up. So definitely want to be careful about, you know, spike going back down, but it's still early. It's still early. Look at, I mean, momentum wave is just a sliver little thing. It's going to depend on that money flow though. I mean, so far we didn't quite get above where we were at last time, and we did have this divergence coming, which we do not have yet. So let's say we jump down a little bit just to make sure. Wait, back up. 3 hours, still just about to cross over the 0. 2 hour, it's up there a little bit, getting a little bit of a red dot, you know, VWAP about to cross down still. Getting this little uptrend on the bottom of the VWAPs. I mean, if it stays bullish enough, you know, maybe we come back to this little support level right here. Little what, 19,850? Maybe. But, you know, on these like half hour and lower, it's looking pretty good. You know, we'll see what this momentum wave does. Maybe the price comes up higher a little bit. Momentum comes up lower, get some bearish divergence. Then, you know, it's time to start checking out. Otherwise, it's looking pretty decent. But, all right, so I normally never do this. I normally don't do too much on the personal side of things. But since I was out of town, I'll share it a little bit. Disclaimer, no filters, no nothing. This is straight. I just transferred these off the phone right onto the computer. Matter of fact, phone's still plugged in. Haven't touched any of these. I gotta say, it came in on the perfect timing. All the colors on the trees were looking real pretty. A nice reflection off the pond over here. This is my little happy place. I'm not going to tell you where it's at, but yep, very nice. Grew up fishing on that pond right there. But then we had to go hiking. You know what it is, especially going back home. Got to go to the old stomping grounds. And like this one right here. I don't know about you guys. I don't like going on trails. I find it boring. So I like to go hiking creeks, and especially up north, it's just like never ending. There's plenty of creeks around. So for a lot of this stuff, you know, you end up having to make little like stepping stone bridges to get across. I mean, you know, provided you don't want to get your feet wet. But oh man, I was getting so jealous. She's just walking through the water, and I'm like, man. I'm over here like tippy-toeing, throwing rocks, trying to dodge the deep spots. Wait, let me skip forward. So this guy was cool. I love doing these little like log climbs, even if you don't always necessarily have to. But like this one over here is a fallen tree, and then it just happened to butt right up to this other one. And the first one over here was kind of going over some mud and water and swampiness. So we went climbing across there, had to climb up over the roots and everything, and then continued all the way down. This is a good little practice one. So if you ever come across one of these, by all means, do it. It's good practice. Work on your balance. Plus, you don't have to worry about falling and killing yourself because it's only, what, 3-4 feet off the ground. But she loves it. She's a little billy goat. She'll climb anything. And if you're wondering why she's got the little vest on, more times than I can count now, I've had to use that handle to literally like pick her up and get her up a cliff or rocks or boulders and stuff like that. But this is kind of cool. So this is my trail right here, and this is probably like the easiest the trail gets. We're just walking along these little ledges next to the you know, the gorge walls. But yeah, that's my trail right there. That's what I'm talking about. Although right after I cut this video, right up here ahead, get to a spot where the trail disappears, and you gotta decide, you know, do you want to do the Spider-Man along the wall, or do you want to try to figure out a way to cross? This one right here is the first time in years that I said F it, and I actually took my shoes off and walked barefoot across the water, because it would have taken like a half hour to backtrack just to get to a spot where I could cross. And I'm like, yeah, I'm really not trying to do all that. So got up here, like literally leaning up against the wall, taking my shoes off, like throwing my socks over my shoulder. I can't believe I finally did it, but just a couple other little pictures of the creek there. It's good times, good times. I love being able to walk where it gets real shallow on like this shale type stuff, and you can just stand out in the middle of the creek, although the water level was a little higher than usual. So needless to say, eventually I found out that yeah, these old boots are not waterproof anymore. Started seeping in through the bottom. I'm like, man, is that just the cold water making the boots cold, or is it like, there's a couple drips getting in there? And then eventually after a while I'm like, oh, yep, nope, yep, the sock's wet. That sucks. Because like in a lot of places you got no choice, you got to walk through, you know, a few inches of water. But get to the good stuff here. Come up, we got these nice little cascading little waterfalls. Nice and pretty. Let me know in the chat. What do you got? You guys, any outdoors people out there? You guys or girls like to get out and enjoy nature a little bit? I mean, especially if you're doing trading and stuff like that, you got to get away from the screen once in a while. Got to do it. Got to recharge your batteries. Interestingly, let me see if I can pause it. Right here, I ended up having to build like a stepping stone bridge, because with the water level being higher, usually you can either like get around over on the side here, or over on the side over here, usually on the right side. But yeah, right where she walked, she actually knocked over a couple of my rocks when I was about to go across. But there was a nice log too, but there was nowhere to go after it. But yeah, it's, you got to do it. You got to get outdoors sometimes. I mean, just enjoy life, enjoy nature. Whether you're, you know, spiritual or not, it's almost like regrounding yourself back with the earth. And I know a lot of people talk about that kind of stuff, and you start getting into like Himalayan salt rocks and all. I don't really get into all that, but I can absolutely say 100%, you know, just getting out there, getting out in the dirt, getting away from all the concrete and the buildings and all that stuff, just relaxing, fresh air, scenery, quiet, take the puppers out with you. Great time, great time. Yeah, she knocked over my little step right there, little booger. But the one nice part about the water being a little bit higher is it gets some nice water flow going. Looks nice and pretty. Yeah, it's cool, and you can just walk all over it too, just because it's kind of thin and cascading. I know there's other spots around there that we ended up doing like 3 miles down, 3 miles back. And at the end of the 3 miles, there's like a much bigger, probably like 12 to 15 foot high, like double level waterfall. And we've climbed that thing so many times to the point where like some of the spots, depending on how wet it is, you get like a toe hold that's literally just big enough for your big toe. And I remember first time I took her out there, I'm sitting there looking like, all right, how, like, where's she gonna get up? Like, I don't know if she's gonna be able to scale this thing. It's practically vertical. So I'm like, all right, I'm cleaning off like a couple little shelves for her to get her paws on and stuff. And I turn around and I'm like, all right, Jay, I don't know if you could do it right here. Like, you might have to go around and climb up the, you know, the cliff. And she just takes off running, just Spider-Man dogs right up the vertical wall. It's like, holy shit. Like, all right, I never worried about her climbing anything ever again. This is a nice little one. This little, just nice little double shelf. We can kind of see, like, kind of stay in the shallower spots and try to cross. And it's just, It's pretty. But all right, that's it. Figured I'd share that with you guys since I never do any personal stuff. But also, if you're still watching, I had to get a webcam for some other stuff. Let me know. I don't know. I'll leave this one up to you guys. Do you guys want me to do like an actual little video of me in the corner? Generally speaking, it's the internet. I try to stay anonymous and all that, you know, all the drama that tends to come with internet crap. I generally keep it away, but I don't know. Let me know. If you guys want, I might do it. You know, maybe throw the shades on, like, what's his name? What's the crypto guy? Tom Crown? Is that it? Maybe throw the aviators on like him, or I hate to do the mask because then it just looks like you're jocking crypto face, but we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. I don't know. Maybe find like a filter that makes your face into like a Rorschach mask or something like that. But let me know what you think. Otherwise, you know, I mean, we're doing good. Money flows in the green. We're pumping a little bit. Yeah, things are looking a little nice. So we'll see. We'll see if it can continue. DBSI over here on the daily, you know, from a 17 to 11. It's losing a little bit up here, but if you look down here, potential for money flow to come up into the green. And a VWAP about to possibly start turning over here, but we got this giant split on the RSIs, and that's on the daily. So that's something you got to pay attention to right here. Now it could continue for a little bit, you know, this could kind of do its thing right here, and this can make its way up to 100 before, before we start to see it, you know, come back together or go to the downside or something. Why does it keep giving me that damn message? Yeah, son of a bitch. Every time I hit control now. But, you know, we'll see. We came up. We respected the triangle last time. We're coming up now. We got the triangles. So we'll see. Maybe it comes back down. Maybe we range for a little bit longer. You know, just stay hanging out around these spider lines and resistance levels and things. We shall see. I don't know. This is the closest the money flow has been since, you know, back here, but we did get rejected. So we'll see. But either way, everything gonna be all right. You could still trade it. Life still goes on. I know everything's crazy out there right now, and it seems like it just keeps getting crazier, but that's okay. Because, you know, as long as you're taking care of yourself, taking care of your people, making sure no matter what happens that you're gonna be all right, you can always smile about it. You can always laugh at Clown World, otherwise it's just depressing. But all right, I'm leaving this one 18 minutes. Look at that. That's like a record for me. We're gonna keep this one a little short, but hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hopefully we keep pumping. If we do, get some good trades and let me know how it went, and I'll try to do the same. Otherwise, keep being a badass. Go check out the playlist. Go check out the tutorial videos, whether it's Market Cipher, whether it's Trading View. Trading Psychology videos. Go check those out if you haven't already. They're pretty cool. I want to do another one. Maybe that'll be the goal for the week. Because they may not get a ton of views, but fuck it. I like them. Because psychology basically just makes you who you are. So if you can make who you are better, then that's what's up. But alright. Later.